different churches, going to the Pentecostal church, the Catholic church, the Muslims, Jehovah's Witness, Rastafari, these different religions. What's this guy's name? Haile Selassie. The Rastas, and you know, all this other stuff. The Lord said, get away from that. Put that stuff away, because it's abominable. Read. And her adulteries from between her breasts, and her adulteries from between her breasts, because when our people go and worship in these churches and these other philosophies, they're committing adultery against the Father, because he's our husband. Read. Lest I strip her naked and set her as in the day that she was born. Lest I strip her naked and set her as in the day she was born, meaning butt naked. What does nakedness represent? It represents sin. It represents desolation. So at least the Lord turn from us and take everything away that he gave us and leave us bare. And make her as a wilderness. And make her as a wilderness, desolate, right? And set her like a dry land and slay her with thirst. And I will not have mercy upon her children, for they be, which is us now. For they be the children of whoredoms. For they be the children of whoredoms. Why? Because whatever our parents learned, they taught us. Whatever their parents learned, they taught them. So throughout generations, they kept teaching the same thing over and over again, down the line. It became accepted. For their mother had played the harlot, she that conceived them hath done shamefully. For she said, I will go after my lovers. I will go after my lovers because they're giving me food. They're giving me clothes to wear. They're giving me drink. They're giving me welfare checks. They're giving me benefits. I can go to the doctor and don't have to pay. I can go to the dentist, don't have to pay. I can live good. I can have a house. I can have a car. They give me my bread and my water, my wool, my flax, mine oil, and my drink. Therefore, behold, I will hedge up thy way with thorns. Therefore, behold, I will hedge up your way with thorns. You know what it is if you try to walk through a bushes of thorns? What's going to happen to you? You're going to get pricked on every side. So who are these thorns? The other nations. The so-called white man, the Chinese, the Japanese, the Africans, the laws that are set up in this kingdom to ensnare us, these traps that they set up, these different churches, agony, pain, slavery, that's all the thorns that the Lord hedged up in our way. Because our way was supposed to be smooth. But because we sinned against the Father, it became like thorns. That's why the so-called Negroes, the West Indians, Puerto Ricans, Haitians, Dominicans, Cubans are catching hell. That's why they're in the ghetto. That's why they're at the bottom of the pile. That's why certain of them have a land, but their land is run by so-called white people. Like Jamaica, like Haiti. And they're trying to tell me about, oh, well, they got such and such. What was that guy, the leader that they set up in Haiti? No, not Papa Doc, Aristide. He's just a puppet. Ain't nothing changed over there. So the Lord said he was going to make our way like that. A snare in hell. Read. It says, therefore, behold, I will hedge up thy way with thorns and make it raw, that she shall not find her paths. That she shall not find her paths. That's what the Lord said. Israel hath not found that which she seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. You see? Because our people, what are our people looking for? Salvation. They're looking for rest. They're looking for the time when they could just be able to sit back and don't have to work anymore. Why? Because we are the greatest people on the planet Earth. And that was what the Lord created us for. And he created the other nations to be our slaves and our servants. But because we broke his laws, he put us away. It's just like if you have a wife and you give her everything and she doesn't go according to the way you want her to go, she starts sleeping with other men, what are you going to do? You got to go. Right? That's the same thing the Father did with us. Is there more on that? Is there more on that? Is that it? Okay, now go to Isaiah. There's more? Read on. Verse 7. And she shall follow after her lovers. She shall follow after her lovers. Look, I'm not listening to you guys. You can't pay my bills. I'm going to go to the white man. He can pay my bills. He can give me my welfare checks. I eat when I'm with master. Y'all niggas out there crazy. We ain't going to follow you. So read it again. And she shall follow after her lovers, but she shall not overtake them. But she shall not overtake them. Why? Because the Lord is going to cause the so-called white man to shut everything down. He's going to cause the so-called white man, the one that raised our people up and gave them certain little jobs, he's going to cause him to shut them down. The whole GM incident, the GM strike, that was all set up. The reason why it was set up was because they wanted to strike, they wanted the workers to strike, so that they can take all their business and bring it other places like Mexico and other places around the earth, where it's cheaper for labor and they can still sell the cars for the same amount of money. All these things are set up, so the Lord said he was going to cut Israel off. And she shall seek them, but shall not find them. But she shall seek them and shall not find them. Because the Lord said, look, trust in me. But my people trust in oppression. They go chasing after the man that have oppressed them for salvation and deliverance. Then shall she say, I will go and return to my first husband. I will go and return to my first husband. You're going to come back to the Lord. Hosea 5:15. You got more on that, right? Matter of fact, give me the fifth chapter, the 15th verse before you read that. Read. Hosea 5:15. I will go and return to my place. This is the Lord speaking. Where is the Lord's place? In the heavens, in his throne. Why did he say he's going to return? Because he was here with us. The Lord came down. His presence was made known unto us during the time of Moses. When we were set up in the land of Canaan, which became known as Israel, the Lord was with us, among us. That's why he made certain laws to where, look, if you're going to use a bathroom, you're going to use it outside the camp. Because I'm holy. I don't want to be around that garbage. So he was with us. But we as a people forsook the Lord. So he forsook us. Till they acknowledge their offense. Why? Because the Lord is bound by his word. When Solomon ruled, Solomon made a prayer to the Lord. He said, look, Lord, if this people, which is called by your name, if they sin against you, if they turn back to this land, to this temple here, and ask for forgiveness, then deliver them from the hands of their enemies. And the Lord also said this, he said that he made a covenant with Abraham, with Isaac, and with Jacob. And his covenant is enduring forever. That's why we know that the Lord is going to bring salvation. That's why we know that the Lord is going to deliver us from this hell. That's why we know that this so-called white man is not going to deliver us from this hell, because he's the devil. Read. And seek my face in their affliction, they will seek me early. And seek my face in their affliction, they shall seek me early. So when is Israel going to seek the Lord? In their affliction, when they're catching hell, when they're starving. But if Israel don't seek the Lord now, what's going to happen? Give me Proverbs, the first chapter, and go straight to the point. You can go straight. No, go straight to the point. Start at 24. Proverbs 1:24. Because I have called and you refuse. Because I have called and you refuse. You know how many times we come out here to New Haven, to Stanford, to Hartford, to Norwalk, to Bridgeport, in the city, Philadelphia, Boston, New England, Alabama, Providence, California, New Mexico, Texas, and throughout Britain, the islands. You know how many times we come out to speak to Israel and they refuse? They walk up and down the streets like it's nothing. So read. It says, but you have, because I have called and you refuse, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. What's the hand of the Lord? This Bible. How is he stretching it out? Saying, look, this kingdom, America, is going to be destroyed. before the year 2000.